Hi, I figured I should give an update since, how long ago was it? I just figured, I've finished first term of university and I'm actually about to go back by about the end of the week. School starts for me next week, yay! But I figured I should just give an update because I really haven't in a while and I'm pretty sure I won't have time to in a long time, so I want you to see how I'm doing. How much of my face. I feel like my smile is more even than it used to be. I'm one of the main points that I really want to say now is how much I've realized that can change, because it was obviously just New Year's and I was thinking of what I was like last New Year's and my face was just so much more paralyzed. Like, looking back on it, when one of my friends mentioned it, I was like, that was like 2 years ago. Like, how can that be last year? I look so different now than I did then. And there's nothing particularly wrong with the way I looked then or the way I look now. It's just, it seems like such a huge jump for me. And I felt really proud of myself and how much has changed since then. Also, in Edinburgh, where I go to university, they have German markets, and, well, especially around Christmas time, and there was a huge German market the day before I left, well, how many weeks before I left, and my friends and I went to the ice rink, and the only time before that I'd skated was in Canada at Thanksgiving, 2 months after my surgery, so my balance was disgusting. It was utterly terrible, and both of my cousins were holding either side of me and I still couldn't really do it. Like, this is last year. And then I did it this term and none of my family was with me. Like, I was just there with my friends that I just made and I was fine. Like, I was skating like a kind of normal person that has kind of done it before, because I did it before, but it was just like I skated as though I'd never had the surgery. And it really made me feel good. So I guess that's just one of the main things that I was really looking for when I was first diagnosed, was just a familiar story, but a positive familiar story. I remember there was a night, it must have been like the weekend after I was diagnosed or something, and it was a Saturday morning and my dad was waking me up. No, it was a school day and my dad was waking me up. And I'd stayed up the night before just researching acoustic neuromas and researching positive YouTube videos or anything that would make me feel better about my situation, because I felt terrible. And he woke me up and I was just babbling phrases like retrosigmoid, vestibular sternoma. Like, I was just babbling it off because I was so absolutely terrified. And I just remember really wanting to find a case that sounded like mine and know that I was going to be okay. And so I think that's why I feel so strongly, I did initially, to try to keep up with this, because I didn't want other people to feel the fear that I felt, because I guess it was something that I felt like I could change. And it's basically really what I wanted to say. Another thing was that my dorm room reminded me so much of the room that I was getting better in. And just one night I was just lying in bed and I looked up at the ceiling, and the way the light was coming in through the window, the way my bed was shaped against the wall, like every single thing was identical to the room that I got better in the week after I came out of hospital. I could barely walk. I could barely wipe my ass at the toilet. Like, it was really upsetting, and just to think that my university dorm was so similar to that, but so much was different, made me feel sad, like so sad, but so great. So with that, I'd like to wish you all a Happy New Year, and I hope this one's great for everyone. The world didn't end. Keeps going on. Bye.